Tough choice with Kazeem, Rahman. Would you rather? Tough choice. Only be able to wipe your tough choice by scooting around on the carpet. Tough choice. Tough choice.
What kind of carpet is it? If it's alpaca, give me the carpet.
Welcome back, guys. This is Tough Choice. I am your host, Kazeem. Rahman. Today is going to be a very different episode. This isn't technically an episode. This is what we call a captain's log. We do this once a year. Well, no, we do this once every other year. So here's what's going on. We are growing and we love it. Like, share, subscribe to this podcast. Tough Choice at outlook.com. Tough Choice pod on all platforms. Kazeem Comedy on all platforms, of course. Now, we're going, we love it, and people are asking questions like, what is this? What is this podcast? What are these sound effects that we have constantly? So we decided to sit down and take the end of May to really explain really quickly what this podcast is, what we do, how we do it, and how you guys can get involved. So what is this podcast? This is a comedy podcast. This is a podcast where at the base level, it's just comics coming in. You know them. Some you know, some you don't. Some you will know in the future. Just come in and we just debate the silliest would you rather questions in the history of ever. Right? So it's just one of those things where it's just fun. It's a turn your brain off kind of podcast. It's your moment of ignorance every week, every Thursday or Friday. We're probably going to move it to Fridays. We noticed that a lot of you listen to it on Sundays anyway. So we're probably going to move it to Fridays just to top you off for the weekend, just to get you ready for the weekend of ignorance that you're about to have. So yes, that is it, right? It's an exercise for people to really critically think about different situations. Some of these would you rather questions are very hard. And some of these things, it's just one of those things where you just gotta think about, right? It's fun to think about, weird dilemmas that you could be in or you could not be in, because it's just an exercise. It's always good to exercise your brain on critical thinking. Now, who is this for? It's for everybody. This is not for anyone who wants to learn anything. I'll say that, right? We do learn some things in this podcast. I do tend to bring people that are way more intelligent than me on random facts. So we learn some things, but for the most part, it's just for fun. Whoever wants to come, have fun, listen in on some debauchery, and go on about their day. Sometimes you need an escape, right? Sometimes you need a podcast that it's not about current events. It's not about what's going on in the world, right? There's enough pain in the world. There's enough stuff going on that we can give you 30 minutes of fun really quick, and then you can go on about your day, a little refresher, if you will, right? Now, the segments we have, right? Of course, everyone knows. Oh, hold on. Boom. 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 Of course, everyone knows about our constant choice. Constant. Everyone in the month gets the same first question, right? And we got Something's Gotta Go.
Get out of here.
We have Black Excellence.
Excellent.
Right? Something's Gotta Go. Usually it's just people, you rank them. We just say what can go in a ranking order, right? Something's Gotta Go is the one that changes the most, because we kind of figured out, we haven't really figured out how we want it to go. So it'll change again. I know me, I know our podcast, I know our producers. We're going to think of something to change about Something's Gotta Go, and it'll usually change. So all of these are different kind of dilemmas. So Something's Gotta Go is that we're going to give you something. We're going to give you 4 things in the lexicon, and you explain to me what can go, right? So if it's lobster, shrimp, crab, crawfish, what out of those 4 things can go? And that's Something's Gotta Go. Black Excellence, we usually, hold on one second.
Excellent. Perfect.
Black Excellence, usually we have 2 black celebrities, and we say, we give a scenario, right? Who's more likely to kick someone while they're down? Obama or Oprah, right? It's definitely Oprah, but that's neither here nor there. We're not playing it. We're not playing the game today, right? So we have that, right? Would you rather questions? A lot of times people are ask me, where do we get these would you rather questions from? I sit down and I write them. I write them myself. I do a research. I can post a picture later on our Instagram about I have about 60 would you rather books that I bought online, right? And I just go through each of those books has about 1,000 questions, and I really just go through and I sit down and I write them, right? I know sometimes we have people email in toughchoice at outlook.com. Sometimes we have people email in the would you rather questions, and we're very grateful for that. And then sometimes we just have our producers think, oh, this would be cool. This would be a cool segment. This would be a cool question. This would be a nice little constant choice. So yeah, so we have that, right? How can you get involved? So, also, our last segment, we're a little disheveled because our producers just kind of sprung this on me. And our last segment is the final choice, right? We still have yet to have a sound effect for final choice, and that's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out. I'll probably have one before by June episodes, definitely. So our final choice used to be a marry, fuck, kill, but you know, shows evolve, right? And then it was a hire, fire, retire, and then people didn't like it. And by people, we mean Mike Ishak. He definitely lectured us on how he didn't like it. He didn't think it was good for the podcast. He felt that we could do something more catchy, more provocative. So now we have What Would You Do? And What Would You Do used to be a segment that I only did on the solo episodes because I wanted, the solos to be a little different. But now we brought What Would You Do into our final choice. So that's what we do. And will it change? Probably not. I do kind of like What Would You Do as a final choice, as more of a dilemma. We kind of evolved past just would you rather questions into really discussing any moral conundrum that random people can find themselves in. So how do we get involved? You are free to email toughchoice at outlook.com. That is toughchoice at outlook.com. Email your would you rather questions. Email your something's gotta go. Email your black excellence. Email your what would you do's. Email any moral conundrum, any debate you're having, any this or that style debate you're having. Email them to us and we will discuss it on our podcast. Toughchoice at outlook.com. That is toughchoice at outlook.com. Now, what else is going on? What else do we want you to do? Honestly, go back and listen to some episodes. We really do have some bangers. Listen to all of May episodes. Every May we have the month of champions. Every do. We're not editing any of this out. Every June we have the solo dolos, and then we really are gonna start getting some bigger guests. We're gonna start doing some live shows soon. We're going to start, posting a lot of videos. We're going to start ramping up. So feel free to enjoy what we have now. Email us now because, you want to get in at the ground floor. We get a lot of emails now, but not a lot of emails that we're not. We get a lot of emails now, but we anticipate way more emails in the future. So we want to build those relationships with those those ride or die day ones, that we have. And we appreciate you guys forever for being our day ones. So now what's coming up next? More episodes, more live shows, more videos. So follow us online. Follow me online, Kazeem Comedy. Follow the podcast, Tough Choice Pod. Follow all of our guests. We put that all in the show notes. Our audio engineer is QueezyLeo. I'll put that in the show notes as well. And, I think we just really want you guys for today. I would say go back and listen to at least 2 different episodes. Listen to anything with Mike Perkins, and then listen to, probably one of the last 20, right? We have over 300. So and they're only 30 minutes long. So feel free to go explore, right? If there's a title that entices you, feel free to go, listen to it. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun making this for you guys, and we are excited for what's going to happen in the future. So that was our captain's log. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you have a tough choice question you want us to consider, you have a marry, fuck, kill. If you send us a marry, fuck, kill, we might talk about it in the podcast. Who knows? So email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. Follow me online at Kazeem Comedy. That's Kazeem Comedy. I've been Kazeem Rahman. You guys have been amazing. Go back and listen to some episodes. Thanks. Bye. Tough choice with Kazeem Rahman. Would you rather? Tough choice. Only be able to wipe your tough choice by scooting around on the carpet. Tough choice. Tough choice.
What kind of carpet is it? If it's alpaca, give me the carpet.